Alright, share the screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see my screen?
I can hear you, but I can't see it. Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna have some communication problems, so it's fine, right? Okay. So, do you understand? My strategy is surrounded by wicks, okay? Surrounded by wicks and bodies. The daily time frame is very important.
Okay.
I taught you how to see that the daily time frame is important. So, remember, I said there's two ways that this thing can happen. The first one is we wake up in the morning and price pushes to the upside and then starts pushing to the downside and overtakes this. We're gonna go to the physical chart so you can see mostly. Sometimes price pushes to the upside a little bit and then comes down halfway of the candle, and then what happens? It pushes across, okay, further up. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the source as well. I got you, don't stress. Okay, let's go to the physical chart. We're gonna look at US 30. I like US 30, and I don't know why I like it. I like it more than NAS, but NAS is also nice. I won't lie to you. NAS is also nice.
What?
Sorry?
The chart, which chart is this? What's the bit?
This is US 30.
Okay.
Right. It works the same on pairs as well. I trade NASDAQ and US 30 the same way I trade pairs, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so
it
let's...
actually doesn't change, remember?
It doesn't change, bro. I promise you, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play a few examples of what I'm talking about. Let's start with the one where I tell you price turns around, okay? In the middle. I'm just gonna... Okay, yeah, we good now. Yeah, let's just use this one somewhere here. So now let's just look. Let's say this is today's candle, okay?
Okay.
What did I say? We focus on what? The previous candle, right? The second candle always. Yeah. So you're gonna cover the wick, top wick of the previous candle.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna do? Cover the bottom wick as well. Okay. Okay, that seems okay. All right. Just like that. Hey man, my mouse wants to go on holiday because I'm leaving this Friday for holiday as well, bro. My mouse wants to go to holiday. As you can see, we drew this because of a top wick, so that means the top side of this box never moves. So when you planted this box, the top side never moves. You planted this one, the bottom side never moves. Okay, that's the golden rule. All right, you can even bring this closely to show that you covered the previous daily candle, right? Okay, so now that's our major zones. You can call it support or resistance or whatever, that's okay, but we just call it simplified major zone, okay, just to keep it simple for ourselves. Okay, major zones is the previous daily candle, top wick and bottom wick. And if you push this to the left side, you can see it ties in, doesn't it, with everything?
Yeah.
And if you push this one to the left side, how it happens? It ties in with everything. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why you see a lot of people, they draw the lines to the left, like they draw lines like this and say that's support, and then it still ties in the same way. So that's basically what we're doing here. Okay, we just simplify it because we focused on one candle and the previous daily candle. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is go to the 4-hour time frame. Right, the 4-hour time frame is where we're gonna do the magic. Obviously you can see these boxes are super big, right? So do you think you wanna have a stop loss this big? Let's just say you enter here at the top. Do you wanna have a stop loss this big? No,
Isn't that too big though? It's too big.
it's too big, right? So we need, that's why the 4 hour comes to play, right? So now we go to the 4 hour. What do we do? We refine. So basically refining is the simple thing, right? So let's start with the bottom box. You just look at the bottom box. You remember the bottom side of it never moves. Why did I say that? Because when you're refining, you're gonna move the box to the downside. Okay, and here you're gonna refine it. Where you're gonna move it to the top side. Because why? The top side of it never moves. So you make your stop loss. Do you see how smaller the stop loss becomes?
Yeah.
All right. So now, if price comes above here, what you gonna do? Buy or sell?
Above you can buy.
Okay, and below here, buy or sell?
You sell.
Exactly. Okay, simple. We just keep it simple. It's just your psychology doesn't want to believe it because it seems too simple. It's okay. Don't worry, we'll get to psychology. We'll get to psychology. It'll make sense. Just give this month a go. Just give this month a go. Okay? Me and you after a month will talk and then you'll explain to me if I was lying to you or not. So the next thing is you look at the candlesticks that are touching the zone, right? But you want the wicks to be below the zone for you to look at that. Okay? So now you look at this candle here, 1, 2, right? So which one you're gonna use? So remember what we did on the daily time frame. We covered the top wick and the bottom wick, right, of the previous daily candle. So now you basically do the same thing. Now you just need candlesticks that are touching the zone, but the wicks are not above the top side of that box. So I can see the lowest one is which one? This one, right? That's touching the box.
Yeah.
So now look at where price came to retest.
Okay.
Do you understand? So the next thing you're gonna do, the next thing you're gonna do is what? Look at the same one. Bottom wicks. We're covering bottom wicks. So what do we need to cover now? Top wicks, right? Because what did we do on the daily time frame? We covered the bottom wick and the top wick. So you look at the candlesticks that are touching the zone, and you're gonna look at the highest one. That side we look at the lowest one. Now we're looking at the highest one. Okay. So it's this blue one. Okay. And there we have our minor zones. Right. Why do we have minor zones? Minor zones allow us to take earlier entries. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? If we have a daily time frame like this, and then we have major zones here, and here, we can look if price does come back here and retest and start pushing up, and we have a minor zone here. We can take entry from the major zone, first entry, boom. We can have a second entry at the minor zone. That's why we have them. Or sometimes you wake up and it's too late and price is now trending here at the minor zone. You can look for opportunity. You missed the first one, but we have a second one. Do you understand? So that's the basics of it. We use a daily time frame to figure out how to find entries. The daily time frame we use it to find what? Major zones. Major zones is the higher time frame zones that tell us, okay, this is where the most support or resistance is at, right? And if you push the box to the left side, you'll see that it is happening there. That's why the daily time frame leaves a wick at that certain place. That's why when you move it to the left side, you'll see that even if we take this to 1950s, okay, even here you can see we don't have much resistance right here, right? You don't see much on the left side. Come on. If we take this back, there's somewhere in the past where price has rejected at that level. Do you see that?
Here we go. Yeah.
So that's why our daily time frame is so important to us, to understand where price will turn back. It takes one daily time frame to tell you where everything is happening. A daily time frame. So the more you understand the daily time frame, you cover your zones on a daily time frame. Boom. Okay, one zone, two zones, top wick, bottom wick. You push it to the left and go see where the past has done this, and you will see it has happened. Price does the same thing over a period of time at the same level. So you just need to catch a trade there. That's why it becomes simpler and simpler and simpler. Do you understand? And then minor zones is because a daily time frame can create a lot of trend in one candlestick. So let's just say this, show you again. Daily time frame, boom. Let's just use something different. Let's just use this one. Okay, instead of looking at the previous one, we're gonna use the same thing to show you that a daily time frames creates that uptrend and downtrend for you based on one candlestick. That's why we use the lower time frames to identify structure and to enter prices. So like this, we're using this one only.
And use the bottom one.
Right? Okay. Right. Let's refine this to the lowest. And then let's just find minor zones. Let's use this one, just out of nowhere, just use this one here.
Okay.
And then let's just use this one. Okay, just to make it silly. I know you're seeing blue candlesticks or red candlesticks to the downside for a period of time, and blue ones, but that's a higher time frame. We day traders, we want to be in and out of the market, so we can take an entry here and be out by here, right? This is US 30 when we're looking at it. So let's look at the lower time frames. Lower time frames, you'll see this. And that's why we want to go back to that, right? That's why I say a daily time frame has a lot of momentum or detail. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes will give us more information. As you can see, price is now trending to the upside. Push up, exhaustion, push up, exhaustion, push up, exhaustion, push up. And then what do we need to do? We need to wait for price to break our zone, give us a bullish engulf, 50% retracement. What is a 50% retracement? When this candle closes, we put a buy stop here, 50% of this candle, and then we take entry to the upside and take profit as well, our major zone. We're out of the trade. So this is just the first lesson. It's a lot of information. We're gonna go step by step with it. But now all I need you to do, choose 3 pairs, right?
Okay.
You're gonna take a picture of the daily time frame of what you did. You're gonna take a picture of the 4 hour, how you refined and found minor zones. You're gonna take a picture of the 1 hour, how you refined for the last time, and then you send them to me. So in total I'm gonna have 9 pictures, and then on our next session I go through them, and then we'll focus more on entry. This one is just to, give you a little bit of insight of what's gonna happen. It's the first lesson. I hope you wrote